Hey everyone, welcome back. So today what I want to do is share with you 10 tips on how to find a good contractor. I think a lot of us have had challenges with this. And as all of us who are homeowners, my big thing is always helping you make sure that you're maintaining your home and keeping it in tip-top shape, because it is the biggest investment that all of us have and own. So what I did is I came up with some ideas because, as you know, part of our free concierge service to you, we always are collecting and also sharing contractor recommendations, because sometimes it is challenging to find a responsible, a reasonable contractor that does a good job, that communicates well, and does what we're asking them to do. So here are the top 10 tips that I want you to take note and jot down. So the first one is, when is the best time to do projects? Yes, it is important. And I always recommend for you to do your projects in the fall and the winter, because that is when good contractors are not as busy as if they are in the spring and summer. I don't know about you, but if I've had clients call me and tell me, hey, you know, a few contractors that you recommended from your list never even return my phone calls. And what I remind them, and I'm going to remind you as well, is the fact that in the spring and summer, they're super busy, because that is when it's the biggest selling and buying season. And good contractors are busy and they're not going to return your phone calls. So don't despair. I just recommend that you budget and you figure out the best time to do it, and also you take your time. If you're looking for a project to get done next week, it's probably not going to happen, because it all takes time and planning. And especially if you're looking for a good contract to help you, they're probably going to be busy a few months ahead. Tip number 2, let's talk about getting contractor recommendations. That is the number one thing that I think you can do to get some good recommendations, so that way you can see if these contractors are going to be a good team with you. I would recommend starting with friends and family and coworkers and ask them, hey, have you had a good a contractor that remodeled something in your home that you can recommend me? Hey, do you have a good plumber or electrician that you have used that did a good job for you? And then jot their names down. If your friends and family don't have good recommendations, you can always come to us, right? That's where our concierge service comes along. You can also try Nextdoor app, which is all your neighbors in the neighborhood. You can also try your local Facebook groups, and you can even ask on social media, hey, I am looking for a great electrician. Who do you know that you have used that you can recommend? Tip number 3, the next step is, I would strongly recommend that the recommendations that you get, you Google them and just see if there's anything on the internet that pops up as should be a red flag. I always check, because there are websites that will have their reviews, or maybe there's some additional information. It's always good to know that you are truly getting someone who has a good reputation. Tip number 4, schedule an appointment with each contractor. And my suggestion is to try and get at least 3 or 4. And this is why having a project done is going to take time. So schedule an appointment with each of these contractors and say, hey, I have a project that I would like to run by you. When is a good time for you to pop in and take a look and see what I have in mind? Get those contractors in there, and then ask them for a detailed breakdown on what they're going to accomplish. Ideally, you would like to have a breakdown of the cost of labor and materials, but a lot of the times they're not going to do that. But at least what they will do, and they should do, is a breakdown by project. So let's say you're getting a kitchen done. So they would break it down and say, okay, the flooring is going to cost this. Your cabinets are going to cost that. Your backsplash is going to be another price. So that way you can see how much it is. And if you wanted to take some of these items out and still have the rest of the projects items done in your projects, you will have that all on one page. Also find out what is the time frame, when are they going to be available, and this way it will give you a good idea on if you might need to postpone your project just because the contractor is not available. A good rule of thumb is, what you're looking for is, when you have 3 or 4 contractors come and give you estimates, it'll give you a good idea on the price range. If the contractor prices are all over the place, then we have some thinking to do. However, if they are pretty much along the line, roughly the same, then you know that what the general going pricing is for your project is going to be the price that you have heard that was quoted to you. Next, I do recommend that you verify the contractor's license. It's extremely important to make sure that they're licensed and they're insured in case if they get hurt in your home on the job. And I will post the links to get the insurance and the license verified in our states here. And if you are in other states, you can do that easily by Googling as well. So I will put those tips and resources for you in the box under this video. Next, contact your homeowner's insurance company. Let them know that you're going to be working on this project. Number one, your homeowner's insurance may actually decrease in price. That's because you are doing some remodeling to your home. So ask them that, and also ask them if there's anything else that they would like to know from the contractor that's going to be doing the work. You want to make sure that your homeowner's aware of this project and to make sure that you are protected. My next tip is once you have all of this information, you have narrowed down the contractor, you have verified to make sure that they're licensed in insurance, your homeowners know about the project that you're taking, then figure out when is a good time to tell that contractor to put your name on their schedule, right? That's important. And of course, after that, I want you to get excited because you're finally getting that project all together. As you can see, the prep work to get to your project actually being started and going through and completed is quite some time. However, I think that when you get your project done, the results are going to be worth it. So if you are looking for contractor recommendations in our area, in our community, please allow us to be your community and real estate resource. We're happy to help you. And if we don't have any recommendations, we can definitely point you in the right direction of where you can find them as well. And also check out a few of our videos on some easy, inexpensive renovations that you can do into your home. And we are starting to collect and also share with you information. What are the top design trends and things that you should be looking for next year as well. So I will link those videos for you as well. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to our channel so that way you don't miss any other videos, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.